We've had quite a year in Salem, from the double possession of Marlena to the long-awaited reunion of Bo and Hope.
So all of us on Days of Our Lives are most interested in the contents of that envelope. Now remember, when we last left Clarence, he was about to take a sip of that dangerous drink.
Fever! Clarence, no! Oh, thank God I saved you. That drink was spiked.
They were plotting to come back here and try to steal the envelope. You all right, man?
Jack Devereaux and Kristen Blake, Days of Our Lives. They think they're so slick.
Of course I understand how they feel.
Yes, you see, we're all so desperate to find out who the winner is.
Desperate but not dangerous.
That's right. See, in Salem, we're much more subtle.
You give me fever, listen to me, baby. Hear every word I say. No one can love you the way I do, 'cause they don't know how to love you my way. You give me fever.
Let's scram.
Gotta run.
Ciao. I've got it.
Well, open it.
All right.
What's it say?
All right. Sorry, Jack. The real envelope is in my other pocket.
Clever, but not quite clever enough.
Let me just correct our mistake. Our previous presenters were not introduced. However, I don't think they needed it, but it was Peter Reckel and Christian Alfonso. And now, please welcome from The Young and the Restless, Peter Bergman, and from As the World Turns, Eileen Fulton.
Here are the nominees for Outstanding Drama Series Directing Team. The directing team of All My Children. The directing team of Days of Our Lives. The directing team of General Hospital. The directing team of The Young and the Restless.
And the Emmy goes to The Young and the Restless.
This is the 5th directing Emmy for The Young and the Restless. The show has received a total of 12 directing nominations since it went on the air. Accepting for the directing team of The Young and the Restless is Heather Hill.
This means so much to us! Hollywood, Edward! Thank you, Bill Bell. Thank you, Ed Scott. Thank you, David, Nancy. Wonderful cast. The greatest crew. Come on, guys. Thank you.
CBS's telecast of the 23rd Annual Daytime Emmy Awards, sponsored by Advil. For tough pain, 2 Advil just work better than any 2 extra-strength Tylenol. Advil, advanced medicine for pain. And by AT&T, official sponsor of the 1996 U.S. Olympic team. Give it.
Good evening. 52 Daytime Emmys are being given out this year, and it's impossible to present them all here tonight. But some very talented people received Emmys earlier in the week, and we'd like to take a moment to congratulate all of them for a job well done. And now it's my privilege to introduce the president of the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, Richard H. Frank, and the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences chairman of the board, David Louie.
Good evening. Like you, we at the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences are big fans of daytime television. We also believe in quality. Watching TV should be more than a passive process. That's especially true for children who need to develop critical viewing skills. The National Academy is addressing that with a project called Creating Critical Viewers. It teaches young people how programs are produced and how to analyze what they see and hear on TV. Workbooks are available to teachers from our 17 chapters across the country. Thank you.
Some of the most important nominations tonight are the 20 for Outstanding Children's Programming. At President Clinton's recent White House conference on violence and kids programming, I and other attending communicators agreed that there's an urgent need for more programs like these, programs that educate while they entertain, validating the power and the influence of television. Children are our future. They must be nurtured in part by television excellence. Congratulations to all the nominees, especially to those engaged in the important work of producing quality children's programming. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rosie O'Donnell.
Hello. You know, when they asked me to present on the Daytime Emmys, I said yes, but only if they let me follow David Louis and Rich Frank. They got charisma. I have a new daytime talk show premiering in June. Check your local listings. It's going to be innovative, unique, and original, something you haven't seen on daytime TV. Have I told you about my son, Cody? Anyway, this year the Academy, I'd like to buy a vowel. The Academy has nominated 5 outstanding talk show hosts for their high standard of quality and excellence. Next year, when I'm eligible, I hope they will lower those standards. Here are the nominees: Phil Donahue, Lisa Gibbons, Regis Philbin and Kathy Lee Gifford, Montel Williams, Oprah Winfrey. The Emmy Award goes to Montel Williams, The Montel Williams Show.
This is Montel Williams' first Emmy and first nomination. The Montel Williams Show premiered in 1991.
Wow. I have to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank all of my peers for recognizing what we've been trying to do with the Montel Williams Show. I want to thank the fans for also doing the same. Thank you very, very much. Also have to thank Viacom for taking a chance with a bald-head guy when no one else would. I'd like to thank Paramount for carrying on the load, and I'd like to thank some people specifically, Mr. Frank Kelly, Carrie McCluggage, Steve Goldman, Bobby Gableman. I'd like to thank my staff, for without them I would not be here, especially Mary Duffy and some of the women in my life, my mother, my mother-in-law, my 4 daughters, 3 daughters, and the woman who is really... That wasn't a slip, by the way. I have 3 daughters and 1 son, but my heart's twin, Grace Williams, without her I would not be here. And also very special thanks to Mr. Phil Donahue, for without him I would not have the strength to even do what I'm doing. And I want to tell him I hope that I can only carry on the legacy that he began. Thank you very much.